Hey, 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 Angie Rae here with Girl That's Toxic. Today I wanted to talk about The Wire. Anybody remember the show The Wire? Right here. That's my cousin right there who's no longer with us, Lance Reddick. But I want to talk about Michael K. Williams today. Um, Let me take you over here. David Simon is the creator of The Wire. And of course, The Wire was about Baltimore, Maryland, which is exactly where my cousin was from, which was one of the reasons he joined the cast. Um, and it was about the drug issue in Baltimore. It was about how it permeates everything that we do. And the characters were so alive. It's one of the best, arguably the best show ever created on television, but certainly one of the best shows. He used a lot of real actors. Michael K. Williams was an actor, a bona fide actor at the time, and played a revolutionary character as a gay gangster. Uh, the farmer in the dell, he would whistle it. And when you heard that, you knew Omar was coming. He was iconic. His role was the way he played it, the way he embraced it. It was phenomenal. And then in September of 2021, our hearts were broken when we learned that Michael was dead. Dead from a fentanyl-laced heroin overdose. So, and here's a picture of that sweet man who is no longer with us, just an outstanding actor, a five-time Emmy nominee. Not only did he was he in The Wire, but he was also in Boardwalk Empire, and also Lovecraft Country, which I believe was the last time that he got nominated. Just a really great loss for all of us. But the reason I'm talking to you now is because the one person who is thought to have given him the fentanyl-laced heroin is on trial. And let's get back to David Simon. David Simon, the creator of The Wire, is on record that he would like for the judge to be lenient with this drug dealer. He wrote a letter to the Manhattan judge who was hearing the case. He wrote a 3-page letter. The person on trial is a 71-year-old man, Carlos, what's Carlos's last name? Carlos Machi. And what Simon is saying is he wants leniency for this person because he said Michael would want the same thing. Because while, yes, this man gave him fentanyl-laced heroin, Michael would understand that the larger responsibility was Michael's. And that Michael did not in any way agree with mass incarceration. And this gentleman, Carlos Machi, is one of 4 people that they are looking at for being responsible for for giving Michael the drugs that ended up killing him. But the war on drugs is a bunch of crap. And we know, because one of Richard Nixon's top advisors admitted that the war on drugs was created as a political tool to fight blacks and hippies, 2 groups of people that Nixon was afraid of, black folks and hippies. So there is on the record admitting that the Nixon administration, a bunch of white folks, put drugs in the black community, and here we are. Here we are today. We got a man who's dead, no longer with us, an amazing talent, Michael K. Williams. We have a man who is 71 years old, who is being tried for drug dealing. This is sad. This is sad that a 71-year-old man has to sell drugs. I mean, what? This is pathetic. Where are we in this country? I just don't know. But here's what David Simon said. Quote, Machi is largely illiterate and sells drugs because he is caught up in the diaspora of addiction himself. Wow, that was so artfully said. The diaspora of addiction himself. He is illiterate. So we've created a group of folks, America. They don't have the ability to get a regular job. The job they have, what they know how to do, is selling drugs. Bad. We don't need that. But what happened to make this 71-year-old man, what was his journey to lead him there? And David Simon letting us know that he's largely illiterate and letting us know that he too is caught up in the addiction of drugs. If that doesn't break your heart, I don't know what can. And I fully understand that drugs are illegal. And I'm not talking about weed, because weed is legal in many states, not from a federal perspective, okay? But this is just heartbreaking, the entirety of it. The fact that we've lost this beautiful soul, Michael K. Williams, the fact that this elder is caught up in a situation where he may die in jail. That's so sad. What led him there? Largely illiterate? How did this happen? How did this happen? Did teachers not help him in school? Did his mama not help him? My heart is broken behind this. I loved Michael K. Williams' character on The Wire. And he said, a man's got to have a code. He might have been a gangster in there, on that show, but he, as part of his character, said a man's got to have a code. And it was so wonderful to see Michael K. Williams envelop this character and develop this character. And please know, my heart is perpetually just broken. We've lost my cousin, Lance, very recently. He was just on John Wick 4, and we've lost Michael. And for that, I am very sad. And for the fact that there's a 71-year-old man who's still out there selling drugs in order to try and make it is also heartbreaking.